I didn't expect to make 3 videos in one day, but today my dopamine is overflowing, and I'm excited, so I guess I'll just keep writing. The way I work is like this. First, I put the script I'm writing right now into a program I made through vibe coding. Then the program automatically creates appropriate images at the right moments and turns them into a video. Even now, while writing this script, I'm continuing to improve that program. Honestly, making this program was very simple. I think it took about 1 hour. Still, I want to keep improving it so that other people can use it too. Because API usage fees are expensive, I'm not sure whether I should make it a subscription service or do something else. Anyway, if a lot of people subscribe to it, maybe I could become a digital nomad. When I finish making it, I'll upload a video about it later, and I'll also advertise it. If I remember, I'll leave a comment under this video too. Anyway, I guess I can just keep making and uploading videos like this. Right now, I really want to live in Canada. I want to get Canadian permanent residency. To get it, I would have to work on a farm for more than 8 hours a day for 2 years. And honestly, I want to do farm work too. But another option is to live in Korea for 6 months, work as a math tutor for only 2 hours a day, and spend the rest of my time using AI to build programs and start a business. If that business goes well, I could live in Korea, which is what my girlfriend wants, and that would also be good. But my girlfriend really dislikes the idea of me going to Canada, and if I go to Canada, she is basically thinking about breaking up with me. You might also be curious about why I want to go to Canada. As I said before, when I was a university student, I was deeply interested in fields like physics, foundational mathematics, and logic. And before seriously studying those subjects, I thought I needed to master English first. That is why I want to study English. And that is also why I want to go to Canada. Honestly, compared to my desire, or maybe my passion, my English is not good. But I'm still trying to learn it. In Korea, I feel like my English does not improve. It's because I'm lazy. But what can I even do about being lazy? Willpower alone doesn't solve it. And my willpower is weak too. I went to Australia for 4 months before. It was so enjoyable. I already talked about this before, but there might be someone listening for the first time today, so to briefly explain it, Australia was really good. Unlike Korea, making eye contact with people felt so natural, and people were kind. Everyone was smiling. In Korea, making eye contact with strangers is usually considered rude. But because of my girlfriend, I have been living in Korea for 4 years. If I didn't have a girlfriend, maybe I would have already gotten permanent residency in Australia or Canada. Now AI is developing so much, and jobs are decreasing, so getting permanent residency is becoming harder and harder. So I think this is my last chance, and I really think I need to get permanent residency. I feel desperate. But then, you might not understand why I'm so obsessed with permanent residency. I grew up in Korea, and after spending my childhood and most of my 20s in Korea, strangely, I feel uncomfortable living among Korean people. With foreigners, that discomfort almost completely disappears. It doesn't matter what race they are, white, black, whatever. But with Korean people, I feel like I have some kind of trauma. Even Chinese and Japanese people, who look similar to Koreans, feel a little uncomfortable to me, but since they are still foreigners, I feel much more comfortable. I don't know if this is just me or if other people feel this too. So, if any of you feel tired and exhausted by society, and if you get the chance, I think it might be a good idea to take a vacation in a country where most people are from a completely different race or background than the people you usually meet. Of course, it depends on the person. Right now, while writing the script for this video, I'm also watching the processing progress of the video right before this one. It seems to be about 12% done. I'm making it with OpenAI's codecs right now, and it seems like creating one video uses more credits than I expected. Maybe lowering the quality of the image generation model would be a good idea. For voice generation, I'm using something called 11 Labs, since the amount of voice generation is not that much anyway. And 11 Labs is a high-quality voice generation program. I'm using it. Today, I feel like I'm talking too much random stuff. Should I talk a little about making money? Honestly, I have never succeeded in business. But in my opinion, if we want to make money, we need to stimulate people's desires. People need to press the payment button without hesitation. To make that happen, you have to make them believe that you can solve their problem. What kind of problems are there? Money, dating, and many others, right? So if you can give people confidence that you can solve those problems, they will press the payment button without even hesitating about how much it costs. Yeah, this is something I know, and everyone knows. So the important thing is how to make that kind of product. These days, AI can make apps for you. So you don't need a developer. If you have an idea, you can make an app, lead people to buy it, and make money. It sounds very simple, but it's difficult. I want to make a lot of money and make my girlfriend happy. Haha. Honestly, making a lot of money is good for me and good for my family, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is good for other people. Is life a zero-sum game, or is it not? Some people live as if life is a zero-sum game. There are people who sell courses with no real substance and make money in ways that are almost like scams. And there are also many people who live with a win-win mindset. There are many people who create and sell content or products that actually help others. I want to live in a win-win way too. But when I look back on my past, when I first started working as a math tutor, in some sense, I was almost like someone taking money from the parents of my students. But after gaining a lot of experience and improving my teaching skills, now maybe I am providing more value than the money I receive. I read a Buddhist book once, and it said that having a mind that wishes others well, or having a good altruistic attitude, like serving others, is also beneficial to yourself. I agree with that. How many people truly want to make money, even by exploiting others? But there may be people who think this is just something only comfortable people can say. Then why would they say that and get angry? I think it is because of suffering. People are beings who suffer. If you're suffering and struggling, try studying Buddhism a little. Ignore all the mystical stories in Buddhism. Buddhism is basically a kind of psychological therapy. The Buddha was a psychologist who diagnosed how human beings can escape suffering through psychological training. I think he is one level above Carl Jung or Freud. Well, I don't know much about psychology either, so I hope you just take this as the opinion of an ignorant person. Honestly, I haven't experienced some amazing effect from Buddhist psychological training either, but if there is one piece of wisdom I gained, it is that if you let go of desire, you suffer less. If I explain that, this video will get long again, so I'll talk about it in another video. This video was very scattered, but thank you so much for watching until the end.